back to my channel. I hope you're good. Today I'm gonna share with you things that people do not really tell you about pregnancy, like things that you're not really prepared until you actually get pregnant. So let's start. The first thing that I was kind of surprised how nervous I became as soon as I got pregnant, how much I started to think. It actually got some sort of an anxiety in the end, because I'm constantly thinking if I'm do everything correctly, if I do too much sport, can I eat that, can I don't know, drink this sort of tea and all of that, because in a tea, if you didn't know, there's also caffeine. And yeah, anyway, see, even now I'm thinking too much, and nobody really prepared me for that. Like, people told me yeah, you will think a lot, but not that much. So yeah, just be sure that and be prepared that as soon as you get pregnant, you can think too much. Number two, hormones. We all know that they, change your mood. You kind of get happy and then depressed in a few seconds, and we all know about that. However, nobody told me that it's not really influenced just me, that such a hormones can change and also influence relationship with people around you. Thanks God, I didn't really had that huge mood swings or something like that. However, there was a few moments when I was feeling always okay. I behave a little bit not too good, it's a little bit too much. So make sure if you got pregnant, that if you're feeling, let's say that, not in your best mood, just maybe not be in contact with too much people, because people also get tired. And despite the fact that I understand obviously that you're pregnant, that it's normal, that you can be sad and then happy in a few minutes, despite that, people still are people, and they're not supposed to deal all the time with the mood swings. Number three, glowy skin. We all know, how in the movies all the ladies who get pregnant, they look unbelievably good, their skin is perfect, the hair is shiny, the nail is hard and all of that. However, as soon as I got pregnant, I realized that some sort of, not a lie, there's still really lucky women who actually get this, better hair, better skin and all, really glowy skin and all of that. But still, I would say the most women, I would say 60-70% from all women actually not have amazing and glowy skin as soon as they get pregnant. For example, I had actually drier skin, some problems with the skin and all of that. So yeah, nobody told me that it can be 100% opposite. It's just the things that people do not really talk about, especially about pregnancy. Maybe not one of the first topic, I mean. So yeah, I wasn't really prepared to have, let's say that, a worse situation that I had already. So yeah, if you're pregnant, be prepared. I really hope you will be lucky, you will have an amazing skin, everything will be only better for you. However, in my situation, yeah, it wasn't that, and I wasn't feeling like a superstar in the movie. Number four, obviously, I mean, when you think about pregnant lady, you feel okay, she probably feel a little bit bigger, obviously, because there is a stomach in front of you and all of that, and the whole body changes. However, nobody told me that it could be worse, that actually, especially in the last trimester, you feel like an elephant because you cannot move properly. If you don't know how it feels, just take a bowling ball, kind of take a duct tape and put it around you. That's how it is. That's how you're gonna feel. You can't move properly. You always kind of, yeah, like some sort of elephant or whale, and it's not that funny, it's not that easy, especially to wear shoes. So yeah, obviously I was thinking about that you can feel, you know, a little bit more uncomfortable than usual. However, nobody told me that this feeling like an elephant or whale, it's there, you know, that's how you actually feel. Yeah, pregnancy, right? Number 5, muscle pains. Well, I mean, for me it was kind of straightforward that I will have some sort of muscle pains, for example, in a back. I mean, it was kind of logical for me. However, nobody told me that you actually got the whole body muscle pain, and it's not just like in the back. Your feet hurts, your arm hurts, you know, everything actually hurts. And for example, for me, the ribs, especially in the last trimester, because you know the baby is growing, like the baby needs more space, so you also your like ribs going a little bit on the different sides, like they're open a little bit, and it hurts enormously. It's like unbelievably painful, especially like for me. Back pain is straightforward. Legs, especially knees, because despite the fact that I didn't gain that much weight, it's still a weight, you know, and I wasn't prepared to have such like knee pains. So yeah, nobody told me that it's gonna be that much pain, but the life hack here, just go to the warm bath, take you know, bath salt, and it helps really good. That's why I feel sometimes like a whale, because I leave actually in a bathroom in a bath in the warm water, because the only one thing that helps, you know, from the muscle pains is actually warm water. So number 6, it's really upset, like it is still really upset for me, because nobody really told me that a coffee, it's not the drink that you actually can have while you're pregnant. Despite the fact the doctor said that you can have like 1 maximum 2 cups of coffees, it's still better not to drink it, because obviously this caffeine, you know, it can kind of have some sort of influence on baby, and in general it's not the best thing, you know, to drink while you're pregnant. And I'm, for example, I'm some sort of a coffee addicted person. Before I was drinking like 3-4 cups, and it was for me like okay. And when I found out that the coffee, it's not really a good idea, I was so upset. And then I was like, okay, at least I can drink tea. Guys, I also didn't, like, I never just saw it actually, that in a tea there's also like caffeine. Like, I knew that, but not that, for example, in some teas there's even more caffeine than in a coffee. It was kind of such a huge surprise for me, because I'm just a coffee person, not tea. But anyway, it's such a big minus, and nobody told me that it's like that big, you know, thing, like while you're pregnant, like caffeine. Well, anyway, if you're also coffee addicted like me, be prepared. Number 7 is I would call it like out of breath most of the time, especially on the last trimester, because like you literally do not have enough air. You cannot breathe sometimes properly. Yeah, and it's kind of like, probably when you're also watching like some of my videos, you actually can hear it, that I'm like you know, I don't have that much air, and it's like kind of normal. This is the thing that I didn't know at all. Like I haven't even heard it or read it before, that you will, you know, kind of get out of breath, you will have not enough air. I mean, right now, of course, it's logical for me, you know, again, the baby inside is kind of pushed into your all, you know, organs inside, and it's kind of logical. However, as I said earlier, we're talking about the things that people do not really tell you about, you know. And for example, some of my friends told me like, oh right, yeah, I also was like out of like air, and wasn't enough air for breeze and all of that. However, they kind of forget it, because as soon as actually baby's here, you don't really think about all of these minuses, you know, and small things about pregnancy. And that is why, as I said, I like I wasn't prepared that I will not have enough air, and it's not like I have difficulties to breathe or something, but you just feel that sometimes you need more air, you know, than usual. Number 8, not enough sleep. Despite the fact that we all know that all the pregnant ladies sleep with the, you know, special big like body pillows, and there's like thousands of variants of them, and you can use even 3 or 4. Well, how to say that? I don't want to upset you guys if you're still like, you know, on the first trimester or the second, especially on the third. It doesn't matter how many pillows you have, it doesn't matter which brand, size, whatever, it doesn't matter, because you still cannot really sleep properly or as good as you slept before. The thing is that obviously, you know, baby is growing. It's better for you to sleep like, especially on the left side. Even if you can sleep on the other side, you're still kind of all the time moving because your baby moving. And I'm not gonna lie, each like hour, maybe 2 if you're lucky, you want to go to the bathroom, and you know, all of that kind of stops you and doesn't really give you a proper opportunity to sleep, you know, like straight 8 hours, for example, as in the first trimester. No, it doesn't really work like that. And as more weeks you are in, you know, like 36, 37, the worse sleep you actually get. And people told me like, yeah, it's kind of funny, it's a funny thing that you think you will have more than enough time to sleep properly, like haha, it's not really how it is. I was like really skeptical. I was like, oh, they're probably joking. Well, there wasn't, and despite the fact they still kind of told me that truth, I wasn't prepared for such truths, that it is literally not enough sleep and you getting tired, and more tired than in the first trimester. So yeah, guys, be ready and sleep actually when you can. Number 9, time stops. That's how I'm gonna call it, because on the last months of pregnancy, you feel like the time is just stops, it's not going, and you cannot, you know, stop waiting until you finally actually, you know, go to the hospital and, you know, the baby's here. You're constantly waiting because we all know that there is no official date or time when, you know, the labor gonna start, and you would just be like, oh, is it tomorrow, is it today, is it in 1 week, is it like, and it's just like each day it's like a year. You're just continue waiting and waiting and waiting, and you don't know when finally it's gonna start. And it's the worst feeling, because you went through so long time, like, you know, nearly 9 months. It's you know, it's behind you, and everything what you think is like, when when. So this is the thing that I wasn't expecting, even, that I was gonna wait so much to actually go to the hospital. It's kind of weird, right? But actually this is the truth. The time stops and you cannot wait until you finally gonna go to hospital and you finally gonna meet your baby. And number 10, I'm gonna call it best worst friend, Google. The thing is that from one side, obviously you can go to Google and there's so much information gonna help you, and you will be like, oh my god, I learned so much new stuff, and here, blah blah, and all of that. However, at the same time, as soon as you get to Google and you write, I don't know, any symptoms, for example, muscle pains, and there comes so much negative stuff, information again, you're like, oh my god, I have all of that. So in this case, you start to get more nervous. You think, like the first point that we were talking about, you think more, you get an anxiety and all of that, and you obviously don't need that. Or for example, you're like, okay, I will not ask doctor, I will read online which vitamins I need and all of that. Well guys, that's the worst thing you actually can do. Like, don't go to Google and, you know, think that, you know, all information of the world is there, because it's not personalized for you. So if you have any questions, any pain, whatever, just, you know, everything, like all questions about pregnancy, don't really Google it. I mean, go to your doctor and ask him, because he knows the best. He knows like what is better for you, specifically for you, and not somebody else, you know, there on internet. And I mean, of course, Google is perfect for searching, I don't know, the baby creep and all of that, but not, you know, searching for, you know, which vitamins is better for you or something like that. So guys, I just shared with you a few things that people not really tell you about pregnancy. I really hope you learned something new and you are more prepared than I was before. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to subscribe and put some like. I really appreciate it. And see you in the next one. Bye!